have a mini trailer time right now with 2 upcoming video games that we're excited about. Let's go look at the next DLC for Batman Arkham Origins.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to
Cold, Cold Heart is coming soon, and I'm sure that reminded you of a certain scene from a certain movie.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Nice to meet you.
Chill
So
out.
we don't have very much to go with there other than Mr. Freeze is back. I'm wondering if this will be his classic origin story that we may remember from Batman the Animated Series. Very, very touching story. Or maybe he'll just crash through the wall and shout some puns at us.
It looks like a really wrathful Mr. Freeze. He killed a lot of people in that short time. He froze a lot of people, and quite violently so. It was a cool looking effect.
He wanted to build a snowman.
Yeah. And we did get to New Year's, it looks like. We're past Christmas.
Yes, Christmas ended.
It's been a whole week since all those people tried to kill Batman.
Bruce Wayne's feeling good.
And that chin, though, did you see that?
It's a very strong
He's
chin,
got,
which
he's got a
reminded
jaw
me-
on.
Reminded me again of Batman the Animated Series, if you remember how those were drawn. So we have that to look forward to, and not many other details besides that. But we do have a gameplay trailer from a game coming out later this year, exclusive to the PS4. The Order 1886.
Let's move. We've got them cornered!
Stop for a pint, did you?
I'm gonna play the shit out of that! So the Order 1886 is set in kind of an alt history, Victorian era London. It's got some steampunk elements. Looks pretty good. The creative directors at Ready at Dawn Studios say that the weapons should be based somewhat in reality, but their uses are what's weird, or new, or different.
So like the lightning gun is
That's what they
based in
said.
reality?
I don't know. That is what Rue Weira Soraya said of the weapons there. And then we have hardcover and softcover, like moving between covers.
It also should be noted that I don't think we've said already that all that we saw was in-game footage. So
Yes.
that moving back and forth between cut scenes and controllable scenes, that was all done using the game's engine, and it's not pre-rendered.
That's what they
Correct?
say. That's what they
pretty
tell me.
impressive.
Yeah. It looked good. I mean, it looked good.
Yeah, it's got a very cinematic quality to it. There's a lot of atmospheric effects and
We saw some quick time events, but they were subtle and varied. So
Right.
it wasn't just press this button to win. It was, well, maybe I've got a couple different buttons I can press to do a couple different things,
Right.
which I think is a cool take on it. We've seen that in Telltale games in the past. So
Some people have accused the game of being a pretty cut and dry standard shooter, pew 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 shooter. What do you think of the,
in terms of the mechanics, it does seem like, there are a lot of familiar elements to it, but in terms of the story and just the visual richness of it, it doesn't look like anything that I've seen before.
So, I mean, for lack of a better term, do you want to kind of give us a spoiler walkthrough of what this game is about?
So as far as I understand, I could be slightly wrong here, But essentially, it's this group of knights who are hunting some sort of monster. I believe it's kind of lycanthropic.
Okay.
Correct.
It means werewolf.
In London in 1886. And that these knights are actually, for the most part, Arthurian knights, including characters like Guinevere and Galahad.
Making them immortal.
Making them immortal or having a longer lifespan or something like that. And they have continued their quests. Now they are monster hunters.
Sounds like a certain group I know, huh?
It does indeed.
If you don't know, Andrew is part of a group called the League of Steam. They are steampunk monster hunters.
Now,
I mean-
as a steampunk enthusiast,
Yes.
how do you rate the aesthetics and the visuals
Was
of
there
this?
enough brown and gears that do nothing?
So what I actually really like about this in terms of the steampunkiness is that it didn't go over the top. A lot of this looks like very traditional, 1800s London, and that really it's only kind of, you got the supernatural element, which brings it into science fiction, and then you also have some interesting looking weaponry gadgets, but that even though they are a little fantastical, they have a feeling of plausibility and functionality. So it's a very kind of understated take on steampunk, which I really appreciate that they didn't try to go all Wild Wild West on it.
But I need goggles that do nothing.
The goggles.
They do nothing! Oh, that's Radioactive Man, played by McBain Rainier Wolfcastle. Yes, not quite taking it back to Arnold, but close. So usually in trailer time we have a winner of the trailers, even though they don't actually compete directly against each other. Who is your winner? Is it Cold Cold Heart, or is it the gameplay footage from The Order 1886?
It might have been Cold Cold Heart if it was a proper trailer, but it was just a teaser, so I'll give it to The Order.
But The Order wasn't really a trailer either, it was just like gameplay.
I made my decision.
Okay. I'm just saying, your logic can be applied both ways.
Much as I love the Arkham games, and I will be very excited to play Cold Cold Heart, I gotta go with The Order. I gotta represent steampunk.
Oh shit, what do I pick? Yeah, I think The Order has to win, considering how much more content there was, and how much more it tells me about what the game will be about. I don't really understand what this DLC is besides smashing through a wall and shouting puns, maybe?
My condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
So it does.
Put my cookie down! Get to the chopper!
He's not a tumor!
Okay, let's get back on track. What do you think of these two trailers, and will you be seeking out either of these two games? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe for more horrible puns.